and welcome back to another edition of Ground Music Repeat. It's your host, Draquan, Hood Rock TV. Y'all already know what it is. It's Ground Music Repeat, where if it ain't about the grind, we ain't got no time. And if it ain't about music, we really can't use it. Yo, I got a guest on this beautiful day, dog. We out of the Ville?
Out of the Ville.
Okay, shout out to the Ville. Introduce yourself.
How y'all doing? My name is Ida Marie. I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay. There it is. Oh, 2-6 in the building. How y'all do that joint? And yeah. Shout out to that, yo. Hey, how you doing today, though? I'm gonna ask you that first.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm lovely today. Lovely, dog.
Yeah, it's a lovely day outside.
I'm talking about it's perfect. It's almost perfect for the day. Like yesterday was not the day.
Nasty, yeah.
Yesterday was not the day. So let's go ahead and kick it off, yo. You know, Ground Music Repeat. So your start or your beginning into music, like, well, no. Let's give an introduction, like, for them not too familiar with what you do. You know what I'm saying? Give them a couple pieces of that.
Okay, so my name is Ida Marie. I am an R&B artist in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I don't want to say I'm strictly R&B because I do all genres. Like I do pop, I do classical, hip hop, like just all types of music. So yeah, I'm a local artist. I just got started maybe like less than a year ago, but already been taken off from me. So it's like,
okay, all right. So how did your start, or what you would call a beginning, happen? Like, what was your introduction to music?
My introduction to music was my mom, like when I was like young. Like she was just always playing different types of music, like Janet Jackson, Toni Braxton, Sierra, Usher, Neo, like just all types of music, cover girls, old school, new school. Yeah. So I was always writing music, but I never took it serious because, you know, growing up in a Black household, it's like music's not a real career. Like you need to go to school. And so that's what I did. I went to school, but then I was like, it's cool, but it's not something I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about music. So I think last year, they had a Fayetteville Fest, and they came out to Atlanta, and they was like, oh, y'all can do your music. It's free music video, all that. Yeah. So I was like, okay, let me try that. And I tried that, and I got a lot of good feedback from that. And so from then, it was just like me going to the studio. I started making music. I recorded my EP. Still haven't dropped my EP yet, but recorded it. And then I've been going to shows, competing at shows and different things like that locally in Fayetteville, like Bruce's, Aladdin's, different things like that. So ever since then, it's like the more and more I perform, it's like the more and more confident I get. And I could tell from like the Rose Bar, like Kimmy show, to like where I am now, it's like a whole different, I be owning that shit now. I got to, you know, got to.
Yeah, okay. So like your introduction to music came kind of like mine, you know, that cleaning up the house.
Yes.
Shelly Shella being there bumping. Like she had a couple clients today. She was bumping that joint when I woke up this morning. But so like what attributed to the creation of your style though? Like how did your kind of how I do things like into that get incorporated?
Me, I always felt like music is like need to be like honest. Yeah. And it needs to be like real. I don't like you know, rappers rap about drugs and money and stuff like that. And they're probably doing that. But for me, I feel like as an artist, like the best way to connect with your audience is to just be honest. And me, I'm a lover girl. So I talk about my heartbreak. I talk about love. And I feel like that's kind of what influenced it. And putting it to music was kind of different for me because it's a vulnerable state to be in. And to let people hear like you getting your heart broke again or, you know, all that. And I feel like I take real life situations and just put that in my music, and that's what makes me create what I create, which is that like smooth R&B style. But because my mom listened to all types, I think that's what influenced me to not just do R&B, like mainly known for R&B, but kind of want to slip into other things too, like alternative, heavy metal, things like that. Like I just love music. Yeah.
So like with that, like what people would say, like I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yes.
You know, like how do you like choose when and how to do that? Like to me, like it's certain situations I go through where I can't get on people the satisfaction to know that I'm speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? So how do you balance that out? Like I feel like I'm giving them the secrets to the Holy Grail or something.
I feel like I'm an empath. So I'm emotional in like every situation, everything. But I feel like that's what makes me who I am. And that's what makes me make such great music. Like I feel like if you're not channeling your feelings and stuff, then like in your music and stuff, that's something you're passionate about, then what are you really doing it for? So for me, like a lot of people see me as probably like a crybaby or like, you know, she always talking about love and, you know, talk about something else, like, you know, but I mean, that's that's real life situations that we really go through. And I feel like people shouldn't shy away from that. People be embarrassed to talk about a heartbreak, talk about what they're going through, but your situation can help somebody else's situation. So I feel like when I'm singing these songs and stuff, I'm talking about how I got through it. You know, I'm talking about what happened, but I'm also talking about that's why I'm here right now. Like that's kind of what made me, because you know, you got to go through something to kind of, you know, so I feel like that emotion just kind of helps. And I feel like the music that I create, I feel like with my real life situations, it makes it better and better. Like I can't explain it. It's just like if I'm thinking too hard on writing a song, I can't write. It's like I get writer's block. But I could be laying in the bed 2:00 in the morning, just wake up and just start tapping, like just typing on my pad. I'm like, oh God, this is gonna be a banger. Like, you know, that's how it comes to me, because it's like, you know, it usually comes off of how I'm feeling at the moment. So I usually just start off of that.
Okay. That's some analysis right there. Cause like me, like my artistry came from like a poetic standpoint. So like when I do speak, it is pieces of that kind of message in there, but it's like I just don't never put the whole thing in there. Like it's like that right there. But you say a writer's block though. Like how do you beat that? I think that's something like we as artists, we have all encountered. We know something about it.
I would say you can't force it. I feel like if it's something you're passionate about, it naturally comes to you. If it's something you get at, it naturally comes to you. So if you sit there trying to force a song out, you keep listening to that beat 20 times and nothing's coming, you need to take a step back and, like, you know, give yourself a refresher. Go walk, go read a book, go listen to another song that actually got some lyrics, play something else, go play on the game or something. Like me, like I recently got me an Xbox, so I've been playing Hogwarts. I ain't gonna lie. And I've been playing Hogwarts and Demon Slayer, and sometimes when I feel like I'm too focused on writing a song, I'd be like, let me go have some fun. But as soon as I'm done with that fun or in the middle of that fun, the song will come to me. So I feel like if you're stressing yourself about it, your brain is like putting yourself into overdrive because you're trying to figure out how to get this song out. But if you just let it come to you, I feel like that's when your greatest stuff come. Like that when you least expect it, when it hits you out of nowhere, it's like it's a banger.
Okay.
It's gonna be a banger.
Okay, like while we into that process right there, without giving up the secrets, of course, like what is your writing process like and then when we get after we do the writing process, it's the beat selection kind of thing. So like what is yours like without giving up? Like, nah, Dre, I can't give them all that.
So I actually let me see. So, well, I'm gonna just say it. So I'll just write a song.
Okay.
And sometimes it's hard to put it to a beat. It's hard because, you know, you hear it in your head, but you can't, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard. Sometimes I do my process differently. So instead of writing first and then going to the beat, now I go to the beat and I listen to how it made me feel. And then I'll just be like, how am I feeling? And I might hum out the melody before I even write, because if I know how it's supposed to go, I can flow with that. But if I just start talking and don't know how it's supposed to go, I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Like erase or undo on the iPad. So it's like it's a long process, because I also want to make sure I'm confident in what I'm singing. Because there's been plenty of times where I got up on that stage and I was not confident in what I was singing. People could tell, like they could tell when you're confident and when you're not. So for me, it was like, I got to make music that I'm proud of. You know, I don't want to make music that is not me. Like, you know, like no offense to anybody, but you know, like talking about like twerking and on top of cars and dancing on heads and spending niggas money and all that. Like, you know, I'm not really into like tricking and I'm not really into that, because I'm really like soft. I'm really soft and feminine. And my music, that's why I say I feel like I'm in a whole different category, because I don't care that I'm soft and feminine. I mean, I feel like women need to get back to being soft and feminine. So I feel like my music is going to definitely put you in your soft gray era. Like, girl, I don't want to be strong no more. I just want somebody to love me. I just want to find love. And if I get my heart broken, I'm going to get back up and still be that same lover girl, because just because this person can love me right don't mean the next person won't. And that's kind of how I look at it.
Okay. So like your process is more of like a mindset.
Yes.
Okay. So like if you could describe it, like the perfect situations for you to write a song that you're going to end up playing 3,000 times over and over after you do
it. I would say the perfect situation. Because I can't even say there is a perfect situation, because it could be random. I could be watching SpongeBob and then a song pop up. I could be having a mental breakdown and a song pop up. I could be sleeping and wake up and a song pop up. I think for me, it just has to be a relaxed environment. And I guess I just got to be in that flow state. Very rare lately have I been in that flow state.
Okay.
But when I catch it, leave me alone. Because some fire about the job. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm
it's
talking
some fire.
about.
Yeah.
Okay. So like what's some early like challenges you face like in your journey into music? Like, dang, that's crazy.
I'm sorry, because I'm dealing with that now. Just you hear narratives about yourself, you hear stuff about yourself that you don't even know. Somebody might say you do cocaine in the back. I don't know. I didn't know I do cocaine. Like, I didn't know that. That's crazy. How you know? And I don't even know. But I think the challenges I'm facing now, not even being a year into it, it's just the people who've been in the game much longer, who don't want to guide you. They don't want to nurture you. They want to keep you here because they don't want to see you go past where they went. And I feel like, especially in Fayetteville, you just see a lot of that. And it's disheartening because, people that you looked up to, people that you like, dang, like, you want them to mentor you and stuff, you see them and the way they handle stuff and you like, dang, like I can't even, and nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of gatekeeping. It's a lot of trying to hold people down because you don't want to see them grow. And I feel like in Fayetteville, that's why a lot of people not going anywhere. But I feel like by blocking somebody else's blessings, you only blocking your own, you know? But for me, it's hard to not respond and give into that feedback, not give into those narratives, because literally just dealt with a situation yesterday where, somebody talking about me on Facebook, so I got to address it. But it's not being talked about what the person said. It's just how I reacted. And then I have to tell myself, I got to hold myself to a higher standard too, because, that's not my character. And me being an early artist, people are looking at me. People are looking at how I react to things, how I respond. It's okay to defend myself, but it's not okay to respond to everything. And sometimes I have to tell myself, these people probably are just projecting how they feel about themselves onto how they feel about you. They probably upset about you being so young and having so much coverage, having so much clout, having so much, going on that they didn't have at that age or don't have now. That's probably why they're doing that. So I had to reflect and be like, it's not me. It's not a me thing. It's a them thing. And one thing I'm trying to get myself to do is not respond to every negative thing because, it can really eat at you. Like, even though I'm not that far into music, I have a lot of songs, but I was discouraged to not even do music anymore because I was just like, dang, I'm not even in a year in and I'm hearing all this stuff and people saying all this stuff. It make you feel bad, So it was like, I think for me right now, it's just learning how to still move with grace. Like that's the best way I can put it because I don't bother anybody. So when somebody come out there sending for me, I'm gonna want to Hulk smash for real. So I think I'm learning. Everything don't need a reaction. And some people, it's not personal. Sometimes it's just how they feel about themselves. And so my challenge right now is just navigating the music world, navigating all those narratives people spinning in the gossip and the hate train. Because people don't know you. They might know of you. They might know people who know you, but they don't know you, but they're going to go off of what they hear. And so for me, that's hard to not have to speak up every single time I hear something to defend myself. I just let my music do the talking from now on. But I'm hoping that the people who really are rocking with me, they know who I am. They know my heart. So I feel like with that being said alone, when people know your heart, you ain't really got too much. You ain't got to defend yourself.
I think like the biggest things as artists, sometimes like we forget or I don't even think most of the industry, well, I guess like for like, people in the higher ups with stuff like that, they got people that help them do this. But like as like independent artists, we really got to media train ourselves. And then so it's like you were saying, knowing what to respond to and what not to respond to, like moving a certain kind of way, knowing what your brand is and your style is, like always upholding it. What motivates you to keep making your kind of music? Like they a lot of influence out here, like where people would be like, I need to want a lot of boots on the ground, Dre. We need a trail ride song, Dre. Or Big X the Plug just made a country song, Dre. We need one of them. So like what keeps you in your lane and motivates you to do that?
I feel like I don't want to do what's trending.
Okay.
Like I kind of just want to stick to what's me. Like and not saying I would have a problem going outside of my genre because I never would, but I don't think I would just do that just so I could be trending. I think I want to be like true to my roots, and my roots is like R&B. It's pop. It's white girl music. It's like it's all that. I mean, I feel like a lot of people want to stay relevant, so they want to do what's trending.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the best way to trend is to be yourself. Because like if everybody doing country, nobody gonna look for people who doing country. They gonna look for somebody who's doing like alternative country,
Yeah.
alternative pop,
Yeah.
rock, like all that. So I feel like if we all jump on the bandwagon and do the same thing, how you gonna stand out?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna put a rapper on your country track? You gonna, you know, because they're doing that. So
Yeah.
how can you stand out?
Yeah.
You're not. So I feel like for me, it might be hard because right now a lot of people are going to country.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, even in Fayetteville, some local artists are going to country too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I just feel like stay true to your roots, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's where your heart is, you know, that's where it is. But for me, I think I want to stay different. I want to stay the topic of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to. What is she doing? What is she gonna do next? Like,
right.
you know, like that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Not that, oh, where she's doing country with everybody else. Like no, like no, she stands out because she's not doing this, you know. And I wanna stay relevant by being me. I want to be remembered because I stayed true to myself.
Okay. Yeah, I respect that. So like with that in itself though, like some influences though, like who influences like how you do your thing? Like
I'm not gonna lie. So who really helped me stay in my soft girl, like lover girl, was Janae Aiko.
okay.
She is, I mean, she a little nasty thing, but but her music, like, you know, her music is like, you know, she a crybaby too.
Mm-hmm.
She don't care. She'll talk about it. She'll talk about how she want to kill you because you broke her heart, like all that. That's not me, but you know, when I listened to her music at first, like, you know, everybody was listening to her. So I was like, I'm not going to listen to her right now. I'm going to wait because, you know, when people do it, it get played out. You don't want to listen to it. So when I listened to her a couple years later after, I think, her first album, I was like, whoa, I see what the hype was.
Yeah.
But for me, she's not afraid to just tell it like it is and say, like, yeah, I got played. Yeah, I got hurt. Yeah, you had a baby on me. Like, yeah, like whatever it is, she says it and it's raw and it's true. And so for me, I want it to be the same way. Like, okay, no matter how people look at me, women can relate. Women might not like to put it on their sleeve right now because a lot of independent women, a lot of alpha women like myself. But when you allow yourself to feel that, I think that's what kind of help you heal. Because if you don't talk about your trauma, if you don't talk about what happened to you, you're going to hoard all that inside.
Yeah.
So when I listened to her, it was like, boom, I didn't realize how angry I was of a person. So I was like, how can I let this out?
Right.
So music became like my outlet over the years. And so for me, Janae Aiko, Alina Perez, I mean, she's beautiful. Her voice is amazing. She's a sweet, like soft singer, but she does all types of music. Her, Between Friends, they're like an alternative band. Yeah. It's a girl and boy group duo. They're amazing. Chris Brown.
Oh yeah. Shut up.
Let me see Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Leon Thomas.
Okay.
But I've been watching Leon Thomas since like August Rush, that first movie. He was like real small.
Yeah.
He's come such a long way. Like I'm super proud of him. And then if I had to do one more, I'd probably say let me think. I don't even think I have a fifth one. I think those are my top four.
Okay. So like as far as like on the other side of 2000, like what you rocking with, like a Mary, maybe Anita, or any of that right there rock with you, or how you feel?
More like Zapp and Roger.
Okay.
Escape.
Okay. All right. It's in there. It's in there, y'all.
Yeah. My mom, like, you know, I listened to Mary J. Blige and stuff growing up, but I think those songs, because it was like back then, like it was like real, like they sit outside your house with a boombox type love, you know what I'm saying? And that, I think, and like I'm a hopeless romantic. Like seeing stuff like that has always made me want that for myself. It made me feel like it's possible. Because this new music, like it's not, people scared to like put themselves out there. Like men scared to talk about how they feelings and make them soft, make them this and that. I don't want no man that don't want to tell me how he feel about me. I want you to sit outside my house with a boombox. Okay. When you mess up, I want you to. I want you to confess your love. I want you to get down on one knee and kiss my hand and do all that. But a lot of men don't want to do that. So I feel like, I feel like listening to old music has really kept me sane and like still hopeful when it comes to like that love and stuff like that. Like it's still possible, and that's why I listen to like older music.
I ain't even gonna lie, like it's just something about it, like Sade, like this track came on, it was on Somebody Real, and then I'm like, what is that?
What is
and
that?
I'm talking about like, and ever since then, and now I think after it popped on the reel, and then I was on YouTube. I think I was organizing a playlist or something, and then when I click back on the home button, it's right there, and I just clicked on that joint, and I'm like, oh, I'm I'm big on like what a music composition like represents. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't care how strongly it's said or how deeply it's performed and stuff like that. But what is this saying? Like when she was like, "The sky is the color of love." I'm like, what is that? You know, like, but it's that kind of wondering kind of aspect and stuff like that. So it's like a lot of that music, like New Edition, KC and JoJo,
Yes.
all of them, they just have that kind of visualize. Ooh, wow! I was about to butcher. Excuse me. Visualization
Mm-hmm.
to they lyrics and stuff like that, and that's what kind of keep me rocking. Like it. I ain't gotta be feeling bad to listen to none of that. I noticed that about
Yeah, it's
myself.
like it can go for any type of mood, and that's
Right.
what I like. Like,
Yeah.
it don't put you in your feelings or nothing. Something you just vibe to.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That right there. I'm talking about. And then we get into the this question: what does music mean to you?
I'm not gonna lie. Like, music is everything.
Yeah, I was thinking
It's
that.
not even like a saying. It's a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like music saved my life. Like when
Mm-hmm.
my mom passed away, like 2010,
God bless the
it
dead.
was yeah,
Yeah.
it was like my whole world was just like
Mm.
shattered because like nobody was introducing me to music like her.
Yeah.
She could sing, she could dance, like, she could rap, she could
Mm.
beatbox. Like my mom, she was all that. When I look back, it's like it's hard to remember it so vividly because it was like this next month will be 16 years.
Mm.
But it's like for me, she showed me different ranges of music. So
Yeah.
it's like when she passed away, I couldn't really talk to like my nana, which is her mom, or my
Yeah.
aunt, which is her sister.
Yeah.
And then everybody around me had their mom. My nana had her grandma, her
Mhm.
mom, my great grandma Ida. My
Yeah.
aunt had my nana. My cousins had my aunt. Like
Yeah.
everybody had their mom. So it was something I couldn't really talk about because nobody would understand.
Yeah.
They would sympathize more than empathize. So I
Mhm.
felt like I got to get this out. And the night that she passed away, I had a dream about her, and she was
Mm.
like, we were between our old trailers on Shaw Road, and she was we was at this long white table. She was on one end, I was on the other.
Mm.
She was like, you ain't gonna be a nobody, you gonna be a somebody.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a somebody. I remember she kept saying that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then I woke up. I was in 5th grade. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But I see it now. And
Mhm.
so music has just been my lifeline.
Yeah.
Like when I can't talk it out, if I can't cry it out, if I feel like I'm stuck,
Mhm.
or like, I'll write. Writing was always something I could go to, but putting that into music and actually hearing that and then hearing it out loud is different because it's like, this is my baby.
Yeah.
Music like your baby.
Yeah.
Like when you get in the studio and you recording that song or you leaving your emotion on that track and
Mhm.
you feel that. So
Yeah.
I would say music is like my life. Like, if no offense, babe, but if music was a person, I marry it. Like if music was a person, like a
Yeah.
person, yeah, that would be my
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah. That's deep
my
right
best
there.
friend.
That's deep. And then it's just like through music you can actually divulge that kind of information. And then I think sometimes we can halfway heal through the process.
Yes,
Like it
definitely.
it ain't gonna make it all right. It probably ain't gonna make it better, but just for something like, you know what, I got something else that lives on through with this message and stuff
Right.
like that. Like, cause my aunt Debbie, like I can't say I lost my mom before, but like my aunt Debbie, that right there, I'm talking about like my aunt Debbie was, yeah, she was Mama Dukes. Shout out to my cousin Leon, he passed away earlier this year, but that
I'm
was
sorry
his
for your
mama.
loss.
But like the way that cause she rocked with 50 Cent, Jay-Z, all of that kind of stuff. Like she had all the mixtapes and stuff like that. So like that kind of connection right there. And I thank you for sharing that on the show right there. That's amazing. That's powerful. And
Yeah,
I thank you for that.
of course.
Okay. So coming up, shoot, what you got coming up new? There's something about the EP. What we thinking? Got some more singles,
Yeah,
video?
so I'm gonna drop some singles.
Mm-hmm.
New unreleased Crying in Chanel.
Yeah.
Talking my shit on that one. I don't care if nobody
Okay.
knows on that. And then I got another single coming out called Drive.
Okay.
it is what it sounds like. Drive.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things that I got going on. Me and my team 4K Lethal. Shout out DC Brown. Shout out Nina. Shout out Black Sheep, baby. Shout out Hood the Mayor. Hey, my baby. We got a lot that we working on. A lot. So I don't want to speak too soon, but just stay tuned, y'all. Promise. Big stuff coming.
Yeah.
Oh, but a highlight that happened.
Yeah.
Last Thursday, I think I won my first versus in Fayetteville.
Let's go. How many tracks?
3. It was 3 on 3.
3 on 3. What was your process for choosing the tracks though? How do you choose what's in the room? How I'm gonna perform it? Yeah, hold on, whoa, yeah, bring it back, bring it back. Yeah, cause I be seeing that like the Logs versus Dipset, and a couple other ones. You know what I'm saying? Who was that? Ludacris versus somebody. And then like what's that selection process there? Like I
so for me,
about that.
It was like an R&B singer versus an R&B singer. So me versus Desire the singer. Yeah. And what influenced me to choose what I did was just hearing like, at Cammy's show I only did 2 songs. I did Angel Numbers, which is unreleased, and Drunk Calls, which is released on all platforms. But I kept hearing she do the same 2 songs. I do the same 2 songs. Let me pull this out my back pocket real quick because I had already written Drive. I wrote Drive like 2 years ago. Never recorded it. So I said, let me do that. With Crying and Chanel, that was more so of a diss, like just to anybody. Because if you hate me, if you don't like me, it's a personal problem because everybody fuck with Ida Potato. If you don't like me, I don't know what to tell you. But Crying and Chanel was more so like, the same bitches that don't like me, same bitches that, same bitches that want my man. Same bitches that's my biggest fan. You always watch me, you on my page, like whatever. And that's just for whoever. That's not just for a single person. That's for anybody. And so I chose that one as my first go-to on the verses because I more so felt like, let me address the tension in the room because I'm not gonna let y'all make me feel like I'm no smaller just because I'm just starting out or just because whatever. Like, whatever is going on, we about to leave it on the floor right now. Put it all out there, boom. Then I did Drive. Drive was more so like a lap dance for my man. Okay. But I did Drive because I felt like I did Drunk Calls, which is like a sexual song, but Drive was more so like more intimate. And then I did Drunk Calls, but I did a remix with Cutta P, kind of like going back and forth like a ballad. I like that. So that was my process. My process was like, let me kill the crowd. Then let me seduce them. Yeah. Okay. And then let me just kind of end it off with something they already know, but with a little spin to it. So I won the verses. The crowd chose. The judges, said I did good. I always do good. Whatever. I just continue to get better and better. It was a learning experience for sure. What to do better next time. Things that I can work on. Running it back and just seeing how I did as a performer. I think I did so good. I mean, I think I was a little bit shy, but seeing my opponent just like shocked, speechless. Okay. That was enough for me.
That's it.
And that was enough for me. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me get that. I'll take that. Set out of the court for nothing at all. That'll be enough right there.
Thank you.
That'll be enough right there. So we talked about your style, your creation, your writing process, how you love music, where you got it from, your influences, the 2-6. So okay, I got another question before we get out. What's something that could unite? Did you see J. Cole? I want to know. Like, did any of y'all see J. Cole when he came to the city?
I did not see J. Cole when he came to the city.
But he was there though.
He was there. Yeah, he was downtown Market House.
Cause he got some Batman kind of stuff going on with him. Like,
he be popping up. Yeah, like I think we actually. I don't know. I think we actually went somewhere that night, or we did something that night. But then that was kind of like afterwards. We was already doing what we was doing. Yeah. So it was like, dang. But my cousin Niecy Brown, she's such a big fan. She's like, oh my God, J. Cole is here. I'm gonna go see him. She's like, he was here. He came. He was here. You missed it. She called me. He was here. I was like, oh my God. Like, and then I go to Fayetteville State too, and he was on the campus maybe a month or 2 ago. He was on campus with the band and stuff, and I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy!" Like, ain't nobody know, but he be there. He be coming on there a lot. That's crazy.
Shout out to the Mr. Cole.
I ain't never seen him when he came though. Never. I still ain't seen him. Like, I'm either at work, I'm doing homework, or I'm at a show or doing something else. Like,
that's crazy, yo. He got this Batman thing going with him, and I rock with it. I rock with it. I especially do like not being that like to the point where like you ain't. I don't need too many people to come back where I'm from.
Exactly, right.
Like, if I mess something up where I can't come back home, though, they something I got to fix, man.
Thank you.
I got to be able to come back home.
He always come back, though. He always show his love to the people.
Yeah, for real. So, shoot, we're gonna on the end spot of this show, man. We like to shoot out some love to somebody. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody you want to send some love to? Go ahead, shoot it to them.
Shout out my baby A. Love you. Shout out to my grandma. I love you, grandma. You my heart, for real. Shout out to my big sister Isis. Love you. Love you so much.
Oh yeah. So shoot, I want to say shout out to you. Shout out to the support too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. That's what it needed to keep being. Everybody support something, hold on to something. You know what I'm saying? Nobody move, nobody get hurt. So, you know, grind music repeat, where if it ain't about the grind, we ain't got no time. Music, if it ain't about no music, we really can't use it. Got Ida up here, got Hood Rock TV, and that's how we do it. I'll let y'all.
World Series law number one.